If you're a gardener who wants roses, but you think they're too hard to take care of, I'm here to tell you they're not. If I can take care of a rose, anybody can. And winter is one of the best times to get roses in the ground. Today, I'm going to put in a Peggy Martin rose, also called a Katrina rose. I'm going to tell you all about it, and this might be a good one for your yard. Today I am planting a Peggy Martin rose. I've wanted one of these for a really long time, so I'm super excited to finally get one and get it in the ground. You can see it's already on some stakes. This is a climbing rose. They do get huge, like you'll get vines that are like 30 feet long. So super excited to have this finally and to be getting it in the ground. I hope it's gonna grow up over my fence and just be beautiful.
I've already dug my hole and I have amended the soil with some compost, which is an important part of rose planting. You want to make sure it's going to have some food while it's getting those roots developed. You do want to be careful using any kind of fertilizer because it can damage or burn the roots, but something like bone meal might be a good idea to include. Now, Peggy Martin is considered a thornless variety of rose, but it does have prickles on the backs of the leaves, and there are a few small thorns up and down the stems. So just be careful, make sure you're wearing gloves when you're planting. One of the reasons why I was really interested in this rose is because not only is it absolutely gorgeous, but it is known for being just tough as nails. It was named after Peggy Martin, who was a rosarian who lived in Louisiana, and she was there during Hurricane Katrina. Obviously had to evacuate her home, and her land was under about 30 feet of water for 2 full weeks. When she came back, everything in her garden was dead except for this rose. And it's really an extraordinary story. I've got a link in the description if you want to read a little bit more about Peggy Martin and the origins of the rose. Now, earlier I referred to this as a climbing rose, but it's actually what's called a rambler. Climbing roses tend to have stiffer canes, where ramblers have thinner, more flexible canes that can be easily trained. You can also see in these photos, which are from the LSU Ag Center, the variation in the color of the flowers. The flowers are small but profuse, and they grow sort of in clumps, ranging from like a candy pink to a dark fuchsia. They bloom twice a year in spring and fall for about 5 to 6 weeks at a time. Now, these photos were shared with me from a gardener named Michelle who lives near Colleen, and you can see how gorgeous her Peggy rose is in her backyard. In addition to being absolute stunners, Peggy Martin is really easy to care for compared to a lot of roses. They don't require heavy feeding, so once or twice a year before blooming in spring and fall, you might want to give them some rose fertilizer. Once established, they're pretty low maintenance as far as the water needs. Definitely give them a deep soak probably once a week during the hottest months of the summer. And importantly, they are pretty much pest resistant, so that is a huge plus.
All right, so Miss Peggy is all planted up, and I just can't wait to see what she does in the springtime. I will definitely bring some updates, let you see what she looks like over the next several months or so. When she gets her first blooms, you'll be the first to know. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.